Please use spray, use spray, use spray, use spray. Use spray. Watch it, you see, I got time for no do. Can I tell this one? I'll make sure you get one. Okay.
So the men are currently fighting the fire. It's the fire is very much well alight. Dio Forsen, Dio1 Forsen himself is here, seeing to the dosing of the fire. He's directing the men on the best ways to fight the fire. The men are still currently on site, fighting the fire from all angles. So the building, the fire spread through all areas of the building apart from the top. So the men are fighting hard to contain the fire from spreading to the residents. As you can see, the warehouse has a lot of combustible materials that is making the fire fighting efforts of our men very difficult. But all in all, they are doing their best. They've been here, they've been on ground for hours now, fighting the fire. They are still fighting the fire, and so far containing the fire from spreading to the residents above. Kudos to the men from all the fire stations, from the 4 various stations. You can see the extent of damage so far, and our men are fighting hard, working hard to be able to get the fire under control. There are a lot of combustible materials, but so far so good. They are containing the fire and fighting the fire from different angles to ensure that no life is lost. So far so good. There's been no casualty. There's been no casualty recorded. They are trying as much as possible to salvage some of the properties and to ensure that the right thing is done. So our men are on site. Our men are on site ensuring. So there are a lot of people here. We are trying our best to contain the people from interfering in the firefighting. This is the top of the building, which is currently being contained so that the fire doesn't spread. So as you can see, a lot of combustible materials, lots of plastic materials, lots of cardboard, which could easily let the fire. Our able operations men are very tired, but they are motivated, and until the fire is put out, they will not rest. They are doing their best. So our men are doing their best. The fire is being fought from all angles to ensure that lives are not lost. So kudos to Edio Dami. He's doing his best. He's on the ground with his men to ensure that the hose gets to everywhere that is needed to get to. So as you can see, this is another part of the warehouse that has been very, very much bent due to the combustible nature of the materials in the warehouse. You see a lot of plastics, you see a lot of so you see the poly tank, you see a lot of sack. These things are all combustible materials, and we advise people to get better fire safety measures in place, so that especially when they are having or storing combustible materials like these. So far so good. The fire is still raging. It's quite a fierce fire, and as I said, the fire had started at the early hours of this morning, very early hours of this morning. Our men have been on the grounds for hours now, fighting the fire from all angles. It's particularly more difficult because of as I said, the combustible materials in there. So our men are very much capable, and I can assure that until the fire is totally doused, they will not leave. They will ensure that the right thing is done. So cooling, one of the men is cooling the other man to ensure that the firefight is well in place for firefighting to continue.